Episode 9 is set to deliver tons of new experiences by writer and director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing is, of course, Poe Dameron, Rey, and Finn all on screen together, working together as a team, something that is long overdue in the sequel trilogy that was actually a core part of the original trilogy between Luke, Leia, and Han Solo. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. However, one of the set designs has all to do with a major scene involving both Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, and Kelly Marie Tran. Specifically, on one of the sets, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, and Kelly are all set to film a sequence this January for what's being described as a minor reshoot for a scene in the first act of the film. The set design is described as a palace of sorts with marble walls and floors, with beautiful ambient lighting in the mix. The set is described as having dim lighting and new creatures that will serve as guards. A large practical effect / animatronic will be used that is described to be a large hut that may line up with the big leak some months ago of Rada the Hutt being in the film. Ridley, Isaac, Tran, and Boyega will all be standing in front of the animatronic that will be handled by 7 crew members and puppeteers. This palace is nothing like Jabba's, however. It's described as being inspired from high-end resorts. There is a large fountain that's part of the set as well that will be placed in back of the actors as they confront the new hut. Now, what's really intriguing to me about all of this is that we can already tell about the parallels that are taking place in here in Episode 9 in comparison to Return of the Jedi. Now, if we actually do examine Return of the Jedi, we have the whole palace setting between Jabba, Luke, Lando, and Leia, and even Han Solo. In this case, we also have 4 main characters inside of an actual palace where a hut will be stored. So we have, of course, in this version, Rey, we have, of course, Kelly Marie Tran as Rose, and we have Poe and Finn, all 4 characters in this palace setting where this new hut will actually be placed in the overall plot of this movie. So we heard about this lightly, I think it was like maybe over the summer, give or take, something around those lines. It was around, like, I would say August to September when we heard about this hut that is going to be in Star Wars Episode 9 that is heavily described to be Rada the Hutt, which, by the way, is Jabba the Hutt's son. Now, is this a major indicator that we are going to go back to the planet of Tatooine? Now, Tatooine could very well make a return, and also could explain as to why they were shooting over in Jordan, specifically Wadi Rum. If you guys actually saw some of the set leak photos, you actually do see a lot of different environments that really do resemble that of Tatooine. So it's going to take 7 people total, 7 crew members and puppeteers to actually operate this thing, to actually operate this massive practical effect that is actually going to be a part of this movie and in this scene involving this hut. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, it sounds like it could very well be J.J. Abrams' way of essentially transferring certain elements of Return of the Jedi over into Episode 9. In fact, we heard about this just a couple of days ago, that certain elements of Return of the Jedi will actually be carried on over into Episode 9, and this sequence would certainly fit the profile here. Now, would it be a little bit too much to have Rada the Hutt, Jabba the Hutt's son, in Episode 9? Why are they here, right? Why is, of course, Rey, Poe, Finn, and Rose inside of this palace that's described as being immaculate, with marble walls and marble floors, and even a fountain in the background that both, Ridley, Isaac, and all the other actors involved will be set in front of? So to me, it sounds like that JJ is bringing back the element of the huts from Return of the Jedi and putting it into Episode 9. Now, this also falls directly in line with the big plot leak a couple of months ago about the huts actually helping the Resistance in order to fight the New Order by Supreme Leader Ren. So we can see how everything is starting to fall into place here. We do see the parallels already. Now, today we just got full confirmation that Episode 9 does indeed take place 1 year after the events of The Last Jedi. Same thing with Return of the Jedi. That takes place 1 year after The Empire Strikes Back. So we can already see the similarities taking place here by JJ and certain elements of Return of the Jedi that are actually going to be transferred over into this film. So what I love so much about this, though, is how it's going to be a practical effect. It is going to be a large puppet slash animatronic that will be operated by 7 people. This way it's going to be very accurate, it's going to be very fluid when it moves, and it will look lifelike. And we also know that a lot of new technology will be involved in this massive project that will end the Skywalker saga. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.